Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Monday, February 2nd. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A 49-year-old Chelan woman is dead after being struck by a pickup while she was walking on Highway 97 near Pateros. U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse and U.S. Senator Patty Murray have secured $10 million in federal funding for the Wenatchee Landing Commercial Development Project in East Wenatchee. Expect fat, patchy fog once again tomorrow morning with much warmer temperatures on the way by the end of the week. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. An Okanogan County man charged with the murder of his infant daughter was arrested Friday in Iowa. Mickey Wade Wheatley, age 35, is suspected in the death of 3-month-old Ellie Layton. In a joint statement over the weekend, Okanogan County Sheriff Paul Boudreau and the U.S. Marshals Service said Wheatley, formerly of Tonasket, was taken into custody in Hardin County, Iowa, where he'd relocated. Ellie was Wheatley's biological child, and her death had been under investigation by the Sheriff's Major Crimes Unit. He was charged by warrant with first-degree murder on January 22nd, and 6 days later, the agency asked the Marshals Service to pursue his capture. He was arrested in Iowa Falls on Friday morning. Wheatley is now held in the Hardin County Jail, awaiting extradition back to Washington State. A 49-year-old Chelan woman is dead after being struck by a pickup truck while she was walking along Highway 97 near Pateros. It happened about 7:15 p.m. Saturday. The Washington State Patrol says the woman was walking within the northbound lane of travel, not on the shoulder, when the collision occurred near the junction with Highway 153. The driver of the 2015 Chevy Silverado, a 44-year-old Brewster man, called to report the accident from the Pateros gas station. But troopers say a second unknown vehicle may have driven over the victim as she lay in the roadway. That vehicle and driver have not been located, but the investigation continues. The deceased woman's name has not yet been publicly released. The Chelan-Douglas Regional Port Authority says Dollar General has backed out of talks to build a retail development at the port's Cashmere Mill District. A Dollar General spokesperson says the company is looking into alternate locations for a Chelan County store. The port announced a purchase and sale agreement with the developer last month for just under 2 acres. Port CEO Jim Kuntz now says the port and the developer are looking for other prospective tenants. Kuntz and Port Commissioners say Dollar General expressed concerns over the level of traffic that would pass the Mill District location on Sunset Highway. 500 people gathered at Memorial Park on Friday afternoon as part of a nationwide day of protest against U.S. immigration and customs enforcement activity. Demonstrations took place throughout the day at busy intersections, city buildings, and Memorial Park. In the afternoon, about 200 people gathered at the park, most of them students who walked out of classes at Wenatchee, Eastmont, and Westside high schools. Westside students who helped organize the walkout say they know people who have been detained by ICE in Wenatchee. Several hundred more people joined the demonstration after the workday ended. Some marched around Wenatchee City Hall, where a Homeland Security office is located on the lower floor. When we come back, a bill under review in the Washington Senate would require a cultural resource assessment for some building projects, which previously have been exempt from that process. And a new snowmobile trailer will help Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue more easily transport injured patients in the winter. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanogan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse and U.S. Senator Patty Murray have secured $10 million in federal funding for the Wenatchee Landing Commercial Development Project in East Wenatchee. The dollars were approved as part of the spending bill passed by the U.S. Congress on Friday and will go to the Washington State Department of Transportation. The Wenatchee Landing will consist of 317 acres on both sides of Highway 2 east of the Otobashan Bridge and involves a proposed sports complex, hotel development, business park, and continued access to the Apple Capitol Loop Trail. Murray visited the Wenatchee Landing site last May and worked with Newhouse, who represents Washington's 4th District, to get funding. Douglas County Commissioner Chair Mark Straub said the project will create hundreds of jobs and is estimated to have an economic impact of between $586 million and $1.3 billion. A bill under review in the Washington Senate would require a cultural resource assessment for some building projects, which previously have been exempt from that process. The State Environmental Policy Act allows some kinds of construction to go forward without a check on whether the land has cultural significance for Native groups. Senate Bill 5609 would close that loophole for some projects. Gerald Michael Erickson, chair of the Colville Tribes, spoke remotely to a Senate committee last week in support of the bill. 7th District State Senator Shelley Short was among Republicans in the legislature who oppose it, saying it would drive up the costs of new housing in the state.
The Colville Tribes appreciates this multifaceted approach to ensuring that affected tribes are consulted during the review process, while branches of government are encouraged to develop management plans and to codify cultural resource protections. We look forward to building on the strengths of this bill in the future to address the impacts of additional actions that are currently statutorily exempt from review under SEPA. We urge your support for Senate Bill 5609.
So if you're building a home, you're having to dig a foundation. Guess what? If the State Department of Archaeological and Preservation says that, gosh, this map shows that you may have artifacts, and I think, frankly, all of Northeast Washington probably does, then you have to go through a different process. And that process can be very expensive.
A new snowmobile trailer will help Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue more easily transport injured patients in the winter. The rescue unit is called a Snowbulance and replaces the department's open-air toboggan, a piece of equipment that the agency cannot find parts for anymore. The trailer is designed to be towed by an ATV over snow-covered and remote terrain and will strengthen winter rescue response to mountain and trail systems. During transportation, crews can manage trauma, medical emergencies, and hypothermia while reducing patient exposure to harsh weather. The new Snowbulance was funded by the Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue Auxiliary. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will tell you about the upcoming Empty Bowls event. That's a fundraiser for food insecurity programs run by the Chelan Douglas Community Action Council. Get ready for high temperatures around 50 by the end of this week. I'll have your local weather details along with Eric Granstrom with a look at all things sports, including the Seahawks preparation for the Super Bowl as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
Well, the holidays may be over, but opportunities for giving are everywhere in the Wenatchee Valley. Empty Bowls, a fundraiser for food insecurity programs run by the Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, returns next month at Pybus Public Market, and you can get involved. In tonight's features story, NCWLIFE's Dan Kuntz spoke with Executive Director Alan Walker about the Empty Bowls event and the people it serves.
Hey, Empty Bowls is back February 15th, Sunday afternoon, down at Pybus Market. We'll be in the big Local Tel event center there from 1 to 5 p.m. You can come down and get your bowl and paint that. $15? I think that's right.
Have you raised the price at all lately?
No.
It's pretty much the same.
No, it's been $15 a bowl for maybe since we started almost 20-some years ago. So,
and people keep the bowls.
And people keep the bowls, yeah. So you come in, you paint it, and then you leave it, and then we take it and we glaze it and have it fired. We have a great relationship with the Wenatchee and Eastmont school districts in their art classes, and it really gives the students some experience to fire all the bowls for us, and 500 or 600 bowls that they fire for us, and then we bring them all back and have a soup dinner, and everybody comes together and gathers up their bowl and has a bite to eat.
And it's not only a fundraiser, but it's supposed to send a deeper message to those participating.
Supposed to send a deeper message, yeah. And the message really behind the Empty Bowls is that not everybody has a full bowl at dinner time. And so we try to educate people during the process when they're painting. We have some information out about food insecurity and the impact that people are really making that day while they're having fun, and the impact that they have on individual lives as well.
You guys, from that standpoint, food security, making ends meet, this is the time of year where seasonal workers have a tendency to really have to stretch things really thin, be it construction or the ag industry. They're not drawing steady paychecks when the weather turns cold, and then they turn to you.
Yeah, they really do. And you talk about the construction workers too, and we're still we're working on our community commercial kitchen still, so that'll be done in about May. But I was just talking to our contractor contractor or general contractor yesterday, and he says, yeah, some of the subcontractors are laying off a lot of their staff, and so trying to organize subcontractors right now is a little bit more challenging because they just don't have a whole lot of work for folks during the winter months.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. And today we started off with foggy conditions. We did see a peek or two at the sun this afternoon, but for the most part, this is what we had out there, and that's that heavy cloud cover and that fog this morning as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Omi Gardens Tower camera. And this is what we're looking forward to as we move through February. This goes all the way to February 11th, and this is our temperature outlook. And here we are, about a 50 to 60% chance that from now through February 11th, we will see temperatures above where we should be. And as far as precipitation goes, we are in that light green area, which is about a 40% chance that we will see above normal precipitation as we move through these next days. So pretty much what we've been seeing, warm and wet weather, is what we're going to get over these next week and a half in February. And we were warmer than normal once again today. Our unofficial high temperature at 40 degrees, 37 is where we should be for this time of year. Our record high, 52, and that was set in 2005. Nice and mild this morning at 34, 8 degrees above our normal of 26, and our record low, 7 below, set in 1996. We picked up 3/100ths of an inch before midnight last night, and then 6/100ths of an inch this morning to get us to that 9/100ths for the day, and that gets us to almost ½ inch of precipitation since the first of the year, but that is almost 6/10ths below where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise 7:25 and the sunset at 5:04. All right, taking a look at what we can expect getting you into Tuesday. Temperatures are on the way up, and we're going to see that trend throughout the week. Almost 50 tomorrow for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 48 in Quincy, 44s then for Wenatchee, Entiat, Chelan, and up into Omac, 42 in Leavenworth, and 43 the high temperature tomorrow in Cashmere. So these warm temperatures are just getting ramped up for the week. It's all because of this huge area of high pressure, and the peak of that ridge goes well up into British Columbia. But this trough of low pressure will continue to drag some clouds through tonight. Patchy fog in the morning, temperatures in the low to mid 30s. Could see some dense fog even in the morning. Mostly cloudy skies then by afternoon on Tuesday. A lot like today, just a little bit warmer. We'll see highs tomorrow into the mid 40s. And as we get you into midweek Wednesday, boy, that high pressure isn't moving very far, just slowly sliding to the south. And that's bringing that warm southwesterly flow our way. We are going to warm up into the mid and upper 40s by midweek Wednesday. And things are really going to get nice as we get into the end of the week. Look at the western United States. Hardly a cloud to be seen. Maybe just some high clouds here at home and warmer. Look at that, high temperatures on Thursday, right around 50 degrees, and more of the same as we end our work week on Friday. Mostly sunny skies and unseasonably warm with highs once again around 50. But notice this large area of low pressure, it will finally start pushing in as we get into the weekend, and it will break our ridge down just a little bit, and that will allow a wetter southwesterly flow to move our way on Saturday. Not a whole lot happening during the afternoon Saturday, but by the time we get into the evening hours, we'll bump up our chance for rain to about 60% Saturday night, not before we top off in the upper 40s on Saturday afternoon. And then for Super Bowl Sunday, we're looking at cloudy skies out there, a well-defined trough of low pressure set up, and that's our 50-50 chance for rain on Super Bowl Sunday. Don't worry about it though, with high temperatures if you leave the house, right around 50 degrees. Now our 7-day forecast, and it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. Tonight, 35 degrees, some fog tomorrow. Could be very dense in the morning. Keep that in mind. 44 your high temperature, and then just a beautiful set of days. Partly cloudy on Wednesday and 47, and we will see lots of sunshine as we end our work week with high temperatures Thursday and Friday right around 50 degrees. And then then a little stormy weather moves our way. Saturday, evening showers, and we'll see 48 for the daytime high. And then for Super Bowl Sunday, cloudy skies, a 50% chance of rain, and mild with highs Sunday, once again, right around 50 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
It's time for special Seahawks Super Bowl coverage right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's report brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Doghouse Motorsports, Dragoo Financial, and Latimer Chiropractic. And now, here's our own sports director, Eric Granstrom.
The Seahawks arrived in Santa Clara on Sunday, ready to battle the Patriots for Super Bowl 60. Several of the players donned T-shirts reading, "We did not care," the now famous quote from Coach Mike McDonald during the trophy presentation following the NFC title game. Now, Seattle would not be in Santa Clara if it weren't for the play of quarterback Sam Darnold. His NFL journey has not been an easy one, landing in Seattle with his 5th team in his 8-year career. He says he saved his best game for Seattle's last game against the Rams.
Arnold from the shotgun. Now he's going to send Walker out to the near side. Time. Ball thrown. Open is Rashid Shaheed. Makes the catch. Dropped at the 25-yard line. Single coverage downfield. Darius Williams. Man-to-man on Rashid Shaheed. And Shaheed just ran right past him. A 50-yard explosive play. 3 tight ends in the game for Seattle now. Walker, handoff to him. Starts up the middle. He's going to bounce it right side. He goes in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Up in motion from right to left. Helani stays in the backfield. Sam steps up. Has time. Going to let it fly down the middle. It's caught. JSN gets clobbered, but he makes the catch at the 20-yard line. Cam Curl, the safety, really drilled him. But Jax held on for a 43-yard completion. JSN now comes into the backfield. Sam out of the shotgun. Looks, steps, throws back corner. Touchdown! Seahawks! JSN!
I'm happy to be a part of this team, man. This group and this coaching staff is just, I'm really happy to be here. Happy to be in this position. I'm just going to continue to do the best that I can to put this team in positions to win football games.
So here we go. Sam Darnold now goes under center with Walker behind him. Wideouts to both sides. Play fake. Darnold looks. Now he's going to throw back to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown! Seahawks! Jake Bobo! Out of the shotgun, here comes the four-man Rams rush. Sam steps up, goes back inside. Cup, make the catch! Touchdown! Seahawks! The former Ram Super Bowl MVP. And he has another big catch. 13 yards and a touchdown.
For him to just be able to step up on a day-to-day basis for us, not only in games but in practice in the facility, like he's a true leader for us. I feel like I say that all the time when I talk about him, but it's true. You know, he's a great leader and someone who's just going to continue to do his job every single day.
4th down and 4 for the Rams. Stafford, shotgun snap, pump fake, has time, looks, fires to the end zone, almost intercepted by Witherspoon. He jumps in front of the intended receiver, Ferguson. Almost came up with a pick, but it doesn't matter because the Seahawks take over on 4th down.
There was a lot that I didn't know back then, so you know, I'm just going to continue to learn and grow in this great game. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that I can get better from today. Even, you know, I feel like I missed some throws out there that I shouldn't miss. You know, there were some things offensively that I feel like we can do better. So we're always looking to get better. I'm always looking to get better. So that's the great part about this game is, you know, you win an NFC championship and you win games throughout the season, but there's always ways that you can look to get better.
Get a couple of first downs here if you can. Make the Rams use up those timeouts. Play fake. Sam looks near side. Walker makes the catch, breaks one tackle, cuts back inside. He's across the 20. He's on the run. 25-yard line, first down. Huge play by Ken Walker, the third. When they needed it most, a 15-yard gain. Here comes the rush, 5-man rush. Sam has time, throws it over the middle. Cooper Kupp makes the catch, reaches out. Ball came out, but he was down on the ground, and I think he was able to reach that ball out there to pick up the first down. Ball is caught. Puka Nacua slides out of bounds. No! Yes! Seahawks win, and the Seahawks are going back to the Super Bowl. Can you believe it?
It's unbelievable, man. Just you know, obviously those are great players, but you know, just it's more so the team. You know, just the hard work that we've put in throughout this season, OTA's training camp. I talk about it a lot, but and I know every team works really hard in that off season when we're just working together. But to be able to go against that defense every single day, you know, that got us better as an offense, and I know they could say the same thing about us. So yeah, we take it day by day.
Seattle Kraken matched a season high with their 4th straight win Saturday in NHL play. Seattle jumped out to a 2-goal lead before Vegas closed the gap with Kaapo Kakko scoring the game winner in the Kraken's 3-2 win. Seattle travels to Anaheim tomorrow night at 7 o'clock with that game broadcast on TNT and HBO Max. Well, men's college basketball teams were 3 for 4 in winning games over the weekend. Number 6 Gonzaga held off St. Mary's in the Kennels 76-65. Washington topped Northwestern 76-62. Washington State dominated Portland 104-74. Northern Colorado edged Eastern Washington by 3 points. Women's college basketball Saturday, Northern Colorado down Eastern Washington 71-62, while Gonzaga held off Washington State 81-75. Number 25 Washington could not overcome Illinois on the road Sunday, falling 75-66. The Wenatchee Wild played not one but 2 overtime games in WHL play over the weekend, first of which was on Friday in Portland. The Winter Hawks got out to a 2-0 lead before Wenatchee came storming back for forcing overtime and getting the win 3-2. Evan Richardson had the call on the Portland Winter Hawks radio network.
Jodry with the game on his stick, denied by Stebatek. Wenatchee still holding on to the puck. The all-out attack that we once saw during the infancy stages of this frame. Now diving in and scoring is Hahn.
Wenatchee headed for Kennewick Saturday to take on the Tri-City Americans. The Wild scored first and would need another midway through the third to force yet another overtime contest. Wenatchee returns home Friday to host Victoria at 7 o'clock at the Town Toyota Center. We'll have more on that as the week progresses. NCWLIFE channel will be out for another wrestling match, one final one of the season tomorrow at East Lawn as Wildcats host Davis Pirates. I'll be Matt side for your play-by-play with our Facebook page broadcast. The girls at 6, the boys follow at 7. That match, by the way, will be re-aired this Saturday on TV at 7 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Monday.
And that will do it for this Monday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. If you're watching us on cable, you should know our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us and have a great night.